we go again. Making my way back over there. I was doing dailies. Getting it set up so I can make sure everything sounds right. It's happened on like 2 different occasions now. I've tried playing a game and the game just sounds way louder than I do. Alright. Yeah, the first time was like years ago. I was trying to play Minecraft with my cousin, and he warned me. He was like, make sure it sounds good. I was like, no, I'm probably fine. The sound was at 100%, and you could barely hear me. Where am I going? You could barely hear me under the sounds of the dirt below my feet. It was kind of funny, actually. Not at the moment, but looking back on it, it was funny. Should go back and see if I still have that, actually. Because I think that was on YouTube. And I don't think they remove stuff like that. We're almost there. I totally could have just did Duty Finder. Well, now that I'm here... get that other one out of here. Where's that at? There we go. That was way quicker than I was expecting. This guy ran away like a bitch last time, and he can't even give us the courtesy of a new animation. You're not tough. We've seen this already. Okay. Oh, what's happening? Okay. Trying to knock him out of it. That wasn't that bad. This is the same thing, right? I don't remember the name of the last one. Oh, what is this? Okay. I don't think I have any of my abilities unlocked yet that do more from the flank. I think that's just the... what's it called? Fang and Claw. My right trigger A. I might need to turn my sensitivity up. About that. This can't be good.
Rejoice in the glory of combat!
Oh shit. That was sick.
Unyielding as the earth!
I can hear it. Oh, that's the one you had to get far away from. Okay. I thought you had to stay really close to him. Far away from this? Oh. I'm gonna do the thing. I hope there's not a phase 2, because I totally just wasted that.
Thus does the sacred rite of combat proclaim the victor. I lay my blades at thy feet, child of man.
Oh, okay, we're good. Do the healer.
You do not disappoint, warrior of light. Would that I had your skill in battle. I do begin to see why so many place their faith in you. For all his savagery, I do not think Ravana one to break his word. Provided the dragons do not trespass upon Nath lands, they should have little to fear of the Primal's biting blades. We have done well, have we not? Come, let us return to Vidofnir and share these glad tidings.
I think I did pretty good. I only died once. That was because I just got a mechanic mixed up with another one. Get out of here.
Once more you achieve the impossible, bringer of light. But with every mortal heart that succumbs to fear and fury, another voice is joined to the chorus, beseeching divine succor. At their bidding, warring gods will shake the firmament, and your world will be consumed in the swelling storm of chaos.
Never since we first fought have I seen you draw upon the full extent of your power, and never from afar till this day. You are a marvel to behold, Menfina. Well, 'tis time we rejoined our companions. They will be eager to hear the tale and to continue our journey. I need to do something about my inventory. Minfina, Lady Esail. Thank the 12. Lord Ravana, you say? How curious that the Vath never mentioned his name. And you are quite certain he will keep this word? There was honor beneath his savagery. That we survived the encounter, it was all a miracle I must attribute to Minfina. Never did I doubt you, Warrior of Light, unlike some. You might as well come out and say it. She's standing right there, brother. You were gone so long that Master Alphanod here nigh lost his wits with worry, fretting like a maid for her sweetheart he was. Estinian, was that truly necessary? Ha ha ha. Not truly necessary, but certainly true. What matters is that the primal is banished and our promise is fulfilled. We should return to Vidofnir without delay. Lest you forget, this was but a means to secure an audience with the worm Hraesvelgr. Nidhogg's minions will not be halted by idle chatter. Come now, we must make every moment count. You are unkind, Estinian. For all his experience and intellect, Alphino is still a boy. Yeah. Okay, I gotta defend him on this one. He was just having a little fun. Every other time he was just being straight up rude, but that time, he's good, he's good. Gotta get a drink, there's something in my throat. Shall we be on our way to Annex Shrine then? I would not have the dragons think that we have forgotten our bargain. Why is there a down arrow? Certain quests employ an automatic level adjustment system known as Quest Sync, which adjusts the difficulty and XP rewards to your current level. Please note that when accepting certain quests, a message will appear indicating that you may not proceed with a class or job that is different from when you accepted the quest. In this case, changing your class or job will prevent completion of the quest's objectives. Okay. I'll look at that later. For now, we have a great one. I don't care too much for this mount, but this background music might be my favorite. I think I do gotta go all the way around. The northeast. Oh. For a second I thought that might have been where we were heading to, but I just got my directions mixed up. Well, it might be in here, actually. 800, though. It's totally up here. What up? Thou art returned, little one. Hast thou abandoned thine ill-conceived contest with the Nath? Nay, my friend, we return in triumph. By Menfina's hand was the beastman's god, Lord Ravana, laid low. In his overconfidence, the Primal swore to withdraw his followers from your lands in the event of his defeat. A promise we believe he will keep. The Nath shall trouble you no longer. The deity is slain, then. How didst you contend with his biting blades? But the particulars matter not. Thou hast fulfilled thy promise, and I shall fulfill mine. Attend me, mortals. Hie you to the deepest reaches of Morn, and there you shall find Halo, the altar from which you may begin your ascent to the summit of Solmal. Being fairly warned, the minions of Nidhogg shall not lightly suffer your presence at that sacred mount. By your struggles within the cavern shall I judge your party possessed of sufficient fortitude to proceed. We shall not disappoint you then, Ofnir. If memory serves, the Cavern of Morn is entered from the second floor of the central tower. Let's begin the climb. So now we're going to go through her trial to make sure we're good enough. Because I guess slaying a bug god is not quite enough. Hello. What do you have? Okay, she said second floor. Oh wait, I'm in the completely wrong area. That's awkward. Well... I'll find where I'm supposed to go one day. I don't understand. A man is not fit to battle dragons. Nevertheless, I do as my father asks. Oh, I followed the wrong quest marker. Oh, well, I guess we're here. We'll do it. Then there was one. Okay. Oh, I did go to the right spot. Look at me being professionally inefficient. Well, that's that side quest out of the way, I guess. Yo, I beat up children. So how many of those do I have now in this area? I'm actually pretty close. If I get this one from finishing the quest that I'm currently on, then I can just go find the other two and I should be able to fly. It's definitely worth doing. These enemies look sick. They remind me of Monster Hunter. Now I want to go play Monster Hunter. Oh. Awesome. That saves me some time. Does this count toward the place I was in though, or is this a new area? Nope, that's the Highlands. To the east, 900 to the east. I'm just gonna go get it, actually. I hope it's down here. I don't know how far this area goes out. Southeast. Well. I will look for it later, because I don't know if it's down there or not. What is this? Okay. Well done, little one. As promised, I shall open the way to Salmal's summit for thee and thy companions. The hardest part of all of that was the side quest that I accidentally did at the beginning. Heed me now, children of man. The domain you seek to enter has not seen visitors of your kind in nigh 1,000 years. Though I freely grant you passage, your presence will not be welcomed. To my kin, this mountain is revered as holy ground and resting place both. Where you the minions of Nidhogg during your ascent, for it is certain that they shall take great offense to your intrusion. We are grateful for your warnings, gentle Vanofnir. My final words for thee, Dragoon. Have care to keep this stolen power thou wieldest in check, lest it breed further despair. Justinian? The way is open, let us not tarry here. A moment, shall we blindly forge on, knowing the dangers that await us? Tioman herself is said to guard this peak. I do not fear Nidhogg's consort. Any dragon foolish enough to bar our path shall feel the sting of my lance. Spoken like a true butcher, need I remind you that we are come to parley a peace? Let us be clear, heretic. 'Twas to save Ishgard and her people that I first lent my support to this doubtful venture, and 'tis for the sake that I go now to speak with Heresvilger. But I said nothing of Tioman. Should the opportunity present itself to rid my people of one of their deadliest enemies, I shall take it. That is my duty as Azure Dragoon. You are beyond redemption. We will accomplish nothing by bickering. If we are to meet Heresvilger, our path leads up the mountain. We shall defend ourselves if attacked, but avoid conflict wherever possible. What other choice do we have? Soam all now accessible. Okay. I guess I can go look for the other ether current while waiting to queue up for this. Let me back over here. Then I'll use the compass. And if it says it's to the north, then I'll know. $300 to the north, yeah, okay. Northwest. Oh, there we go. Let me collect this. Don't hit me. Don't hit me. Don't hit me. Okay, well. I tried to be nice. And then the last one is the one we're getting for this quest. Awesome. I think these are the only two areas we have right now that require ether currents. I thought they'd be a lot harder to collect, because I was under the impression that it would be like you had to get ether currents for like this whole area. Or maybe even like Kurthitz itself, but I guess I can fly down here. If I would have actually opened the map and thought about it, that would have made a lot more sense. I guess while I wait, I'll go to the... my last 6 dailies. Get those out of the way. Okay. Let's go to this guy. Will this guy just let me do all this? Don't hit me. No! Interact with it. What are you doing? Oh my god. God damn it. This one? Oh, okay. That is not everything over here. I'm surprised I got everything done. Kind of expected to find a party by now. think everything else is just on the island next to them, so yeah. Do I actually need to meet this guy this time around? No. I wonder if I can make my quests smaller so I can actually read them when I have a lot of them. I know I can for a bunch of other UI elements. Go. Am I doing something wrong? Okay, so that's over there. Oh, am I supposed to be interacting with the things? Oh my god, look at me go. I was like, why is the thing not working? There we go. Let's fly over here. Finish this. See, like, are these duty buttons not... I thought these would automatically fill up with, like, the jellyfish when I needed it. But I guess that's not how they work. Okay, those days are done. now... I actually still need to go to the Gold Saucer. Do the stuff there. Gambling, the most important part of the game. Well, there's a DPS for our party. Oh, that will take me. Finally, there's a healer, there's... Whoa. Stinky trees. Okay. Let's go. I saw in the settings there's a place to disable when it tells you that your skill's not ready. And initially I thought that would be a bad idea, but I'm thinking not so much now. There goes my buff. What on earth is that symbol? I'll be over here. Yeah. Okay. I think we're just supposed to stay away from it. I think it's kind of like a tank buster. At least I hope that's the case. Because if not, then I don't really have any clue. First time I've seen that eat someone. Oh, did I do it wrong? We'll ask. That's how we'll know for sure. Oh, are they talking about something else? That could have been really bad. Oh, I hit the wrong button again. Oh, it's on cooldown. Shit. Oh, they got it. Okay, boss time. Okay. Okay, so the different colored ones are different. What are they called? Mechanics. I should probably go through the loot. I wish it would auto-target after an enemy dies. this the actual boss? No? It seems a little too squishy as well. I feel like we're getting close to the boss, that's why I'm holding up all of my buffs. I will go ahead and buff up for these, since there's multiple. Oh yeah, that was something I was a bit worried about, was the maintenance. But I think it's gonna be... Oh, he looks cool. I think it's gonna be an hour after I'm done here. Tioman, consort of Nidhogg, we beseech you, grant us safe patches to the mountain summit. As I thought, blind to reason like all the rest, I would see our mission to its conclusion. You know what must be done. Yeah, I agree with him here. Such rage and rancor, is there truly no other way? She sees it that way too. I think I gotta teleport into the... They're already killing him. Okay, I'm here. They've already got it half dead. I just got out of the cutscene. Oh, invulnerable. Look at me. Should I go ahead and do the thing? I'm gonna do the thing. I hope they don't mind. I think there were like 3 of us trying to cast it. Oh yeah. Why am I standing with them and not my team? Okay, what the heck am I looking at here? Pass, 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 pass. What is this for? Lancer? Pass, pass. I'll greet it. There we go. This whole, like, losing the colors and relighting them is kind of confusing to me. I'm not gonna lie. Is it supposed to be, like, repowering them by our own will or something like that? Just some, like, stuff like that. Twould seem Tiamin was the last. I sense no other dragons nearby. You better sense harder, because that sounded a lot like a dragon. What is happening? Uh-oh. Is it Nidhogg? Oh yeah, he roars. He knows we're here then. His fury. It bleeds through the eye. Fear not, I am yet my own master. It would be really cool if they went through telling us, like, oh, make sure that you don't go under the influence of the dragons, make sure you don't go under the influence of the dragons, but nobody thought to stop and be like, is Estinian okay? Like, what if we end up having to fight him? But that damned Wyrm's wrath, burned hotter than flame, come the heart of the dragon's homeland, yet lies before us. Thus do we add another link to the chain of vengeance, O Saint Shiva, when will it end? I was about to say, I wonder if Hraesvelgr will recognize her, sensing like Shiva on her, but she already said that she
to the peak of some
kind of already met him, right?
at the end of a perilous mountain path.
Or at least he came across her
Whence
after
could
she
be
like
seen
fainted
a
or something.
string of pearl-like islands floating in possibly atop
Whoa.
a sea of clouds. To a domain where dragons and men had once lived in harmony. Whose
Yes,
majesty no
Farum
mortal eye
Azula.
eclipsed for nigh on 1,000 years. They came.
The Churning Mists. This place looks really cool. I really like this, the look of this place. Yeah. We've reached it at last, the peak of Somal. 'Tis said to be the highest mountain in all of EORZEA, you know. I thought it was cold in Kurthus, but the air here carries a chill of a dozen winters. And we can fly now! 4 lands, Ether Current, attunement complete. I'm just excited to see Hraesvelgr, like, in-game. Now that we have scaled the mountain, there remains the problem of finding Hraesvelgr himself. Okay. Why are they here? What manner of creature is that? Oh shit. Run! Minfina, do my eyes deceive me, or was that a Moogle? In all my years. It was my understanding that they only dwelled in the Twelveswood. I certainly never expected to see one in the Churning Mists. If the Moogle does live here, however, he may know where Hraesvelgr makes his lair. Quickly now, before we lose the creature completely. Bah, he's gone, Minfina. We must widen our search. Yeah, this is the second of these orbs I'm seeing, but I couldn't interact with the last one. Okay, this isn't a spot I can fly. A 100 yalms to the east. So it's like right over here then. Search for the Moogle at the destined locations. The nearby air appears warped. You sense the concealing magics are at work. Okay. I've heard tales of these Moogles. This is the first time I've ever laid eyes on one. They are rather adorable, aren't they? What? Why do you stare at me so? Can I not find a creature so adorable? My heart is not truly made of ice. That's not what your name would imply. I see no evidence of this Moogle of yours. Are you certain it wasn't a trick of the light? Mayhaps 'twas simply one of these strange plants shifting in a breeze. You're telling me you didn't see it? No sign of the Moogle in the area. Do I have... I don't know if I have the thing to interact with those. I'm sure I glimpsed the Moogle fleeing in this direction. Could he not be concealing himself in magic? What in the world? Oh. Oh, you have not yet unlocked that class. I was wondering what would happen if I tried to equip a weapon that I didn't have the class for. I don't know which one of those I'll end up getting. Confound it. Could we but enlist the aid of one of the local Moogles? I am certain Heavensward would not elude us for long. Though the eye enables me to sense the presence of dragons, I can only identify nidhogg's with any certainty. We could wander the mist for days and not know if there were any closer to his brood, if we were any closer to his brood, rather. And those are the days we cannot well afford to squander. Shall we divide our forces then? Lady Isael, might I ask you to question any dragons whom you judge it safe to approach? I shall try, yet I fear the influence of Nidhogg's rage will render most of the Dravanians in the area deaf to reason. And what of you, Master Alphino? I have not yet given up on the Moogles. Menfina, come with me to Gridania, to petition the aid of the Moogles kin in the Twelveswood. After that business with Moggle Mog, I dare say they will be glad to help us. Assuming you have no need of me, I shall remain here. Nidhogg senses both the loss of his consort and the coming of the Eye, and his attention is firmly fixed in this direction. I mean to do what I can to hold his gaze, in the hope that it might delay any action against Ishgard. Thank you, Estinian. Come then, Menfina, let us make haste for Gridania, and rendezvous at Nofika's altar. But I neglected to tell you. There is an aetheryte of ancient construction here which should make the return journey rather less arduous. Pray do not forget to use it. I was just wondering why we would climb up the mountain just to go back down the mountain. Let me go attune to that aetheryte. Where's my Gridania button? There it is. if I can hit it. Okay, is the altar by the... theater? Yes. Conjurer's Guild. I sent word to the Elder Seed Seer upon arriving in Gridania, and I am pleased to report that she has agreed to grant us an audience. If anyone can help us to contact the 12wood Moogles, it is she. We are expected at the Lotus Sand. I trust you are familiar with the conjurer stationed at its entrance. The Elder Seed Seer awaits you. Pray follow me. I don't think we've seen her since the whole thing in Old Da. I bid you welcome, friends. The Admiral spoke of having met with you, but 'tis no less a relief to see you safe and hail with my own eyes. Yeah. We humbly thank you for agreeing to receive us upon such short notice, my lady, and for all you have done for us in our absence. Would that it were solely to express our gratitude that we came to you this day. Alas, the tides of battle yet dictate our comings and goings. Elder Seedseer, we would beg your wisdom in a matter that may finally bring an end to the Dragon Song War. Speak on, friend. I see. So you seek a means to contact these Moogles of the Churning Mists. Kupo Popo, I say. Kupo. Greetings, Kuplo Cop. To what do we owe the pleasure of your company? I was struck with the sudden urge to bring you some fruit, Connie. I am jolly glad I did. Tell me more about these Moogles in the sky, Kupo. I will gladly tell you all I know, though it amounts to precious little. We encountered a Moogle high in the clouds of Dravania, and had hoped that you and your kin in the Twelveswood might agree to facilitate a meeting. Pray correct me if I'm mistaken, Kuplo, but there are legends, there are not, which speak of Moogles who dwelled beyond the clouds. Indeed there are, Kupo. Long, long ago, back when the world was still young, they say my ancestors served the gods up in the heavens. Of course, that was before their masters took to bickering like spoiled children. Ah yes, the tale of good King Moogle the 12th. He is revered for holding fast to a rope of miraculous length, that which his subjects might climb down from the sky and escape the world below. What's up, man? How are you? Just playing some Heavensward here. How long you're playing Final Fantasy? I think my in-game time is like up to 8 or 9 days now, but I stopped playing for quite a while. Ignoring the more fanciful aspects of the tale, it may well be that Kuplo's ancestors hail from the Churning Mists. Given how long his kin have resided in the Twelveswood, it is perfectly possible that the details of their history have faded into myth. I'm good, man. You beat its previous parts as well? Only A Realm Reborn. Just playing through Heavensward right now. I'm getting told by a ton of different people that it just gets better and better, so... Indeed, Master Alphano. Such stories often contain a measure of truth. 'Tis like the Moogles of the Churning Mist tell similar tales of the world below. I can well imagine why the one you encountered fled at your approach. Oh, fleeing second nature to us. We often hide when the larger races come tramping through the forests. Of course, where there's one Moogle, there's bound to be more. Which is why I've decided to take a trip to the clouds, Kupo. They surely won't be afraid to talk to me. How you like the story? I actually really liked A Realm Reborn, and I heard that it's I've heard that it's good, but it's one of the weaker ones compared to like it's not bad, but it's not as good compared to the others, and that just has me so excited to keep playing. And I started as Dragoon, so I've been told that Heavensward is going to be like really close to what I've been experiencing in like the Dragoon quests. I was hoping you might say that, Master Koopa. Will you accompany us then? Just you try to stop me, Koopa. I admit, the thought of venturing outside the Twelveswood is a bit unsettling, but I can hardly refuse a chance to meet my distant cousins. I see, fair enough, yeah. And what you said about the animations and stuff, I was shocked when I started playing this, and it's like 14 years old, but it just, in my opinion, it looks phenomenal. If you will have me, I too will accompany you on this venture. I lend my voice to your cause as an ambassador of Gridania. Oh, she's coming too. No way. My lady, are you quite certain? How oft has our nation turned to the signs of the seventh dawn in its hour of need? How oft have we asked the warrior of light to risk her life to save our own? Full many times, I say to you, and never have they refused us. Thus do I choose this day to offer mine aid to our allies for the good of the realm. What time is it for you? It is almost 11:30. I'll probably stop at 12. Is this not just? Another thing too is where all the Scions are at. I'm really excited to meet back up with them, see what happened to all of them, because they're still missing right now in the story. We don't know where they're at. A most unexpected and most welcome offer, Elder Seedseer. We would be honored by your presence. $1:30? No, 11:30. 11:30. If I go to 1:30, I think it's going to be past maintenance. So, I couldn't play to 1:30 even if I wanted to. Pray return to the summit and inform our companions of these developments. I will serve as the Elder Seedseer's guide on the journey back to Solmall. It being a path I've already trodden, I do not anticipate any great difficulties. Besides, we shall have the Elder Seedseer's personal guard to escort us. My bad. No, you're good. I do want to see the 3 leaders of each of the grand companies. Like, I want to see what they can do in a fight. Because you kind of saw it at the opening cinematic, but not really, because they were all just kind of standing at the top of that mountain, watching over the war. I want to see them all get their hands dirty. It's different, though? Yeah, definitely, because during the day I'm either sleeping or I'm at work, so it's later times for me. Well met, warrior of light. Nidhogg has not stirred, but he watches us unblinking. What's the point of blinking if you're missing an eye? Kinda same. Yeah, it's one of those things that even if I fix it and I'm awake during the day, it always ends up just reverting back to being awake during the night. So, like, why fight it, really? As long as I'm not late to work. So. Herself answers your call. There is naught to do but wait. There was that one mission with Leviathan that we kind of got to see the, what's her name? I can't remember her name, but the leader of Limsa was fighting with us. They're here, Minfina. Greetings, my friends. I'm happy to report that our journey was mercifully uneventful. Devoid as the road was of Dravanians, 'twould seem the dragons have abandoned Solmall for the churning mists. Elder Seedseer, may I present to you Sir Estinian, Ishgard's Azure Dragoon. It is an honor to meet you, Sir Estinian. I have heard many tales of your order's extraordinary skill and courage. I've heard a lot about Final Fantasy. Oh, you haven't actually played it. I was under the impression you did. I'm sorry. I've already spoiled a few things for you. Friends, I feel it only right to inform you that we are not alone. The Moogles are all around us even as we speak, and I should imagine they are more than a little concerned by the horde of strangers that have descended upon their home. Mayhap now would be an opportune moment to introduce ourselves. Know your folks play. Oh, okay. Because I was like, you came in here talking about it, I was like, oh, okay, this guy's played it, you know. He's asking me what I think. Like, you love RPG story games. What other ones have you played? They're hiding, of course, but there are so many of them, Kupo. I'm not a streamer, I watched. I see, I see. I'm Khan Isen, and my companions and I have braved the long road from the Twelveswood to share words with you. On this, the occasion of our first meeting, we bring an offering of light and wind. I don't have a PlayStation or PC. Oh. I'm playing it on Xbox right now. This is the only... What is happening? Gentle and pleasing glow, Kupo. Unfortunately, Xbox is the only thing I can stream it on. Because I don't know if my laptop can run it. And my PlayStation right now. I don't know if it's the controller or the headphones, but the audio just doesn't want to work on it half the time. I'm Moglin, the chieftain of this Moogle clan. I'm an anime fan. So am I. I agree. I tried to play Wuthering Waves on the PlayStation the other day, but like I said, I was having audio problems, so I just had to come over here and keep playing Final Fantasy. Chieftain Moglin, it is an honor to meet you. Greetings, I am Kuplo Kopp, ambassador of the Twelveswood Moogles. A Moogle from the world below. Your hide is of a different hue, but that palm is unmistakable. I might need a moment here, Kupo. My companions were no less surprised to learn of your existence here among the clouds. I hope that they did not startle you overmuch in their eagerness to make your acquaintance. Full well I can imagine your wariness. I am told that men have not walked here in nigh on 1,000 winters. Mayhap you will forgive them for their forwardness when I unfold to you the grave matter which first brought them to your midst. My companions crave an audience with the great worm Heavensward, that they might negotiate an end to the war twixt man and dragon. Hit you follow here. I'd appreciate it. That'd be awesome. Got a whole 2 of them right now. I'm trying to get to 10, so we still got a ways to go. And subscribed on your YouTube. Thank you. I appreciate it. An end to the war, you say? I trust you. Khan Isen, and the light of peace shines brightly within your soul. I don't know when I'm going to upload to the YouTube. Editing is definitely the thing that I'm the worst at out of all of this, so it could be a while before something goes up there. But I'm afraid of the same cannot be said of your friends. To be plain, we did not hide ourselves because they were the first of your kind to be seen here in 1,000 years. Well, not only because of that, we hid because we smelled dragon blood. These skies are home to many, many dragons. While some crave peace, such as Heavensward, many others crave the opposite, such as Nidhogg. Suffice it to say, we are worried that the presence of your blood-spattered warrior friends will attract the attention of their nastier kind and invite destruction into our happy home. You don't have Instagram or server? No, I don't. I have a Twitter. It's what I use to like post when I'm going live. But that's it, really. Now, just a moment, Chieftain. Minfina here may have doled out the odd thrashing or two, but it's always been for a really good reason. She's a champion of the Twelveswood Moogles, and I'll not hear her good name slandered. Now, Ambassador, let's not ruffle each other's fur. I shall, of course, take your testimony into consideration. I have a Discord if you got. No, I don't. Only a server between my friends. If I may, Chieftain, there's little room for us twixt strangers. Might we take this opportunity to learn more of each other? An excellent suggestion, Kupo. In the interest of fostering friendships and keeping an eye on you, I extend you I extend to you the hospitality of Mog Home. One thing that I do want to put on the YouTube at some point, I don't know when I'm going to be able to upload it, but somebody asked me to look at the Heavensward trailer. They said I'd really like it, but I haven't gotten the chance to watch it yet. Prove yourselves worthy of our assistance, and it will be yours. I shall be watching, Kupo. We got a whole squad going here. Haven't seen a single dragon since the squad pulled up, that's all I'm saying. They've been really quiet since we appeared. Where am I going? Oh. Tell me, in the world down below, do all of your kind look so different from one another? It must be terribly disconcerting. What was it Kupo Cop called you again? A badass? Hey, by the way, can I give you feedback about your stream? Yeah, sure. I mean, anything, really. Menfina, your names are as odd as your appearance. Have you ever considered a nice Moogle name? Moglin is taken, by the way, Kupo. As are Mogon, Mugmug, and Mogwin. These being the names of 3 wise Moogles who will administer the momentous challenges that I have devised to measure your worth. I will call them the trials of trustworthiness. Undertake these trials. We shall soon see whether or not you are worthy of our aid. Shit, I don't know which one of these I want. I don't have any of these classes other than Samurai. I don't have any of them near 50. Hello, yes, I am Moghan, the foremost alchemist in Moghome, if you must know. If your tummy's gloopy or your wings are droopy, I have a potion to fix that. Or, I would if I didn't keep running out of ingredients. Luckily, you're here to do my trial. Yes, go forth, mighty adventurer, and mightily pluck 3 sprigs of cloud's breath for me. You'll find it blooming near the entrance to El Tome. It is not the safest of places, so don't let yourself be too distracted by the pretty flowers, Kupo. Yes, you have the pleasure of speaking with Mogmug. I know. I am the fluffiest, most enchanting creature you have ever laid your eyes upon, Kupo. It isn't easy being this adorable, but I can barely take a stroll outside without those relentless Dravanians throwing themselves at me. Why, they look as if they might just gobble me right up. In any case, fleeing this overbearing adulation is growing a bit tiresome. Your trial, madam, is this. Find these ardent archaeosaurs and slap some manners into them, Kupo. Perhaps a firm smack on the snout will teach them to appreciate my charm from afar. Mogwin's the name, and art is my game. When it comes to painting, there are none in Moghome who can match my talent with a brush, Kupo. I know why you have come. Chieftain Moglin has demanded that I test your trustworthiness, but as I trust no one to create art that will satisfy me, I have instead charged you with retrieving a masterpiece I seem to have misplaced. It was an ambitious and innovative work, guaranteed to fetch at least 4 Kupo nuts in the open market. You must find it. Question the masses. Surely a pebble painted with such vibrant color and unmistakable panache cannot have escaped the notice of every Moogle in Moghome. Gameplay looks chill and fun, and the way you read it makes everything more engaging. I actually really appreciate that, because sometimes I feel very monotonous. So I wasn't sure what level of that was just me, like, listening to my own voice, you know what I mean? Mogwin is missing his masterpiece, Kupo. Oh, you mean the paint-smeared mess of a pebble? I've not seen it recently. A fact for which my eyes are profoundly grateful. Maestro Mogwin has misplaced his masterpiece, Kupo. Oh, happy day. If I am the swifter in finding it, I will soon have a genuine Mogwin for the price of a little perspiration. Honestly, who has 4 Kupo nuts just lying about to spend on such luxuries? I don't know much about this stone, but I do know Mogwin's been creeping about the back way to Som Al's summit from time to time, Kupo. Maybe he left it up there. Where am I supposed to go? Well, there's that I was looking for it earlier. What is a channel display? I'm not even sure what that is, to be honest. I'd love to show you some examples for a better idea if you DC or something. Yeah, if you want to put your... Yeah, if you want to put your Discord in the chat, but I can't promise that, if you're going to ask me to commission something, I can't promise, because I've already had people come in here asking stuff like that, and it didn't really... end up great. I'm not quite sure where I'm supposed to be right now. Was I supposed to go below? It's the same as Twitch. Alright, give me 1 second. I'm seeing... Not to push for anything. I appreciate that. Somebody else came in here and they basically directed me to their Discord so they could try to sell me something. Also, I didn't see it. I looked up your username on Discord. There were a lot of Elsies, but I didn't see one matching your username. Maybe 1 second. I'll just link mine. Yeah, I looked yours up, but I just didn't see it. There were like 14 results, and all of the tags were different, so I wasn't quite sure. I'm just gonna jump back down here. Oh, he's right here. How didn't I see this? Ah yes, now that you mention it, I do seem to recall leaving my pebble out in the sun to dry. The second part of your trial commences. Go, adventurer, and retrieve my masterpiece before some art-starved admirer swipes the stone for himself. I just so happened to meet one of those, like 20 seconds ago. He did in fact threaten to steal it. Request sent, alright. There you go. If you send me anything on there, I'll look at it later. I'm only on here for about another 20 minutes, so I'm just going to go through with the story, and then I'll look at that after. Oh my god, did I go the wrong way? No worries, take your time, I'm Elsie. Yep, nice to meet you. I'm Aurora. Where is the ramp up the other way? It was over here, was it not? There it is. I just had this idea, but I've played through it multiple times already, but I could play Elden Ring on here. Wouldn't mind playing through that again. Or, I never actually finished Dark Souls 2. I think I got close. But then I did stop playing it. I've never actually played Dark Souls 3. Alright, what are we doing up here? Obtain the Moogle Masterpiece. Oh. All right. Do you have it, Kupo? Is my masterpiece safe? Here's your rock. Yes, this is my work. Is it not exquisite? I call it Contemplations of Zenith. Thank you, madam. At last I can exchange my art for those delectable Kupo nuts. Chieftain Moglin will hear of this valorous deed. Okay, what is this? Conjurer and White Mage. Scholar. Astronomer, I think, and Red Mage. Red Mage is the only one out of those that I have. Hello. It is my objective to kill you. that might be the most I've ever hit with that. Hell yeah. There's another. Get out. You're done. Okay. Springs of Cloud Spring. My brother got Elden Ring. I've tried to beat it, but it was just so struggling, so I gave up. Yeah, it definitely wasn't easy. Okay. Well, it wasn't easy. And the first playthrough was definitely the longest. I think all of the ones after that, I pretty much just beelined it through all the main bosses. I think my first playthrough was just under 100 hours. We're getting close to the edge of the bubble over here, so I don't think it's going to be over here. I think Souls are the hardest games. I guess it depends on how you classify them, because I'd say, like, Super Meat Boy and stuff of, like, that, I guess, caliber. Like, imagine the really hard levels in Geometry Dash. There's definitely something to be said about that kind of game being very difficult. I can't go up here. So I don't know which one I would classify as the most difficult. Obviously, I'm not really a Geometry Dash player, but just looking at the two, I would say I feel like Geometry Dash would be more difficult on like the super hard levels just from the gameplay that I see, but I've also played, like I said, hundreds of hours of Elden Ring, so I see Elden Ring gameplay and that's easy to me, right? My favorite games are Expedition 33, also Dispatch. I started Expedition 33, but when I started it, I was not in the like single player story mode kind of mood for games. So I still have it installed on my PlayStation, but I haven't played it. I've heard it's really, really good, and there's something to be said about it winning Game of the Year. I just haven't finished it personally. And then Dispatch, I've also heard very good things about it. But it personally just doesn't seem like a game that I'm really trying to play. A lot of notable names voice acting in it, though. That was one of the biggest things that I saw, was people talking about all of the people who had roles in it. 6 awards. Yeah, that's insane. Oh, there's other players here. Dispatch is cool and funny. I haven't actually seen much of it. The only thing that I remember seeing was the, there's like a fight where there was a sensor bar. And yeah, no, that was fucking hilarious when I was watching it. It's unfair with God of War. What do you mean? I'm not quite picking up what you're putting down. You were able to humble my Dravanian devotees. Wonderful. You are as capable as I am captivating, Kupo. Still, my perfection does not excuse those louts from pursuing me so mercilessly, their tongues lolling and bellies rumbling. The Dravanians and their ilk have much to learn about acceptable acts of admiration. What are these? Bard, Mechanic, Thaumaturge. I'll get the Bard, because it's the other. God of War should get Game of the Year. That was the one that... Because there was God of War, which was that the same year as Elden Ring, and then there was God of War Ragnarok, which was that... I think that was the same year as Expedition 33. I've seen the last couple of them, but I don't remember what the lineups were specifically for all of them. There was the one that I was cheering for, and then all the other ones were just kinda... they were whatever. Did you have any trouble finding Cloud's Breath? I do need it quite urgently now. There you go. Oh yes, these are perfect, Kupo. Now I have the main ingredient for my palm tonic. Speaking of which, how are you feeling, miss? You should ever feel your palm losing its bounce, then I'm your Moogle, Kupo. Let's see, we got Lancer. I'm pretty sure my current weapon is better than this. Oh, maybe not. I'll take it just in case. Await his judgment. Be right back, you're good. Menfina, if that is what you insist on calling yourself, you have completed the Trials of Trustworthiness, administered by the Taskmasters Mogan, Mugmug, and Mogwin. During these grueling tests of character, I closely observed your conduct, as well as that of your companions. I am decided, Kupo. Gather your friends before me, now, so that I need not repeat myself, needlessly. Let's see if this weapon is better. Oh, wow. Alright, sick. I don't know when the last time I got a piece of gear was that was an upgrade. Are these trials over then? My tasks have been little more than household chores. If our hosts elect not to grant aid after working with us like pack chocobos, I shall demand compensation and Kupo nuts out of principle. But I hope it will not come to that. Let us hear the chieftain's verdict, shall we? Standing here in Mogholm, my thoughts turn inevitably to the legend of good King Mogulmog XII and his seat in the heavens. Like most, I thought it was more than a myth, a story for younglings that grew with the telling, but with every passing moment I become more certain that we have discovered the origin of the tale. Fully eager am I to hear what the chieftain has to say. Welcome back, such friends, Kupo. My Moogle cousins love to sing and dance as much as I do. Chieftain Moglin has finally come to a decision, has he? Well, I suppose I'd better flutter over and see him then. What sorcery is this? My heart should stir at mere fluffiness. Menfina, I was... no matter. What is it? Chieftain Moglin has made his decision? Well, let us not keep him waiting then. Oh, can't forget about Estinian. How go your trials, Warrior of Light? I myself have been sent on a number of expeditions to chastise the local dragon population. Did not their chieftain wish to avoid inflaming the Dravanians? Such contradictions aside, our hosts seemed entranced by the height of my leap. They compared me to Mog, a lance-wielding Moogle warrior of Eld who has favored such attacks. 'Twas meant as a compliment, I expect, but I doubt these furry lumps could outleap a Karakul lamb, much less a dragoon. Conclude your business here, Swift Menfina. I like not this place. Why wouldn't you enjoy being here? We're surrounded by friends, they're all fluffy. Never have I seen such determined workers, Kupo. It would have taken us moons to complete all these dreary chores and niggling errands. And have our labors proven the purity of our intentions, Chieftain? Without a doubt. In fact, there's never really all that much doubt to begin with. You were, after all, already friends with a fellow Moogle. But you see, before any meeting with Heavensward could take place, certain preparations needed to be made, and what better way to help you pass the time than by having you perform all the tiresome tasks that no one ever wants to do? Oh. Oh dear, the horn! Bring out the horn, quickly now. I get to play it? You shouldn't have. We blow on this wondrous instrument whenever we wish to speak with the Great Worm Kupo. We haven't perhaps been treating it with the care it deserves of late, and I think Mokon may have sat on it, so we needed some time for cleaning and polishing, and straightening. No lasting harm done, though. Now you need simply head to Zenith, the Worm's dwelling, in the west, and give the horn a good toot. We are in your debt, Chieftain. Thanks to your noble gift, we shall finally have a chance to plead our case to Heavensward. Very possibly, yes, but I wouldn't get my hopes up too high, Kupo. The old worm isn't terribly fond of, Your concern is appreciated, but I'm quite certain that Heavensward will become our overtures. Should we ever arrive at his lair, come, we have squandered enough time already. One of these days, we'll get some teammates that get along. Chieftain Moglin, we thank you for your gracious hospitality, though we must soon take our leave. I pray that we may continue to nurture the shoots of this new-sprung friendship twixt the earth and sky. Of course, Kupo. Visit us whenever you wish. Consider Mog home, your home, amongst the clouds. Bye-bye. Thanks for the help, Kupo. I doubt I would ever have found the time for all those rotten chores. Hey, it wasn't my idea. If the chieftain had spent a little less time sitting about and a little more time chieftaining, things would never have gotten so messy in the first place. And he was the one who sat on the horn, by the way. But now all the errands are done, and the horn is fixed, so all's well that ends well, eh, Kupo? Sure. You know what? Sure. Well, I expect you're eager to be on your way. Did I mention your friend was looking for you, Kupo? If not, Alphanaut is looking for you. I'll be waiting just outside, stretching my wings. Let me know when you're ready to depart. What does this guy want? Except that for later. To the best of my knowledge, we have all that we need for our trip to Zenith, and I believe the Elder Seedseer and her will reunite soon in her retinue. I've never seen that before. We'll soon be making the journey back to Gridania. It would be remiss of us, I think, not to convey our gratitude to them prior to going our separate ways, shall we? I agree. Alphanome and Fina, I do humbly thank you for what has been a most enlightening experience. Were it not for your pioneering spirit, the existence of these Moogles might never have been revealed to us. 'Tis we who should be thankful, Elder Seedseer. Were it not for your timely diplomacy, they would never have chosen to reveal themselves at all. And 'twas your presence, Kupo Cop, that ultimately won us their trust. It must have taken great courage to leave the sanctuary of the Twelveswood, and we are exceedingly glad you did. It was my pleasure, Kupo. I have made so many new friends, and have so many fantastic tales to tell my King's Moogles back home. And it is to our home that we must now return. May you ever walk in the light of the crystal, my friends. Safe journey, Elder Seedseer. We too must be on our way. Heavensward awaits. Warrior of Light, Pray attend closely to your companion, Sir Estinian. Beneath that stoical facade, a storm of anguish seethes unseen. Yeah, we know. He has a dragon eyeball. Okay. Let's make our way to one of the coolest dragons I've ever seen. Have you said your goodbyes and dabbed away your tears, Kupo? Then we are indeed ready to go. More armor! Oh shit! Okay, that one's clean. That one's simple, but I do really like it. I think I've seen this one before. And I think that's the same kind of thing. As Chieftain Moglin already explained, the shiny instrument we gave you is the best means of grabbing Hraesvelgr's attention. I'll come along and show you the way to Zenith. It's the big palace where you need to blow the horn. First things first, though, we need to make for a saw. Oh, and watch out for rampaging dragons. Maybe that should have been the first thing, Kupo. Yeah, they're starting to really warn of downtime, so I imagine once we get up that way, probably another dungeon or something like that, and then that's probably where I'll stop. You aren't thinking of heading towards the saw, are you? Best watch yourself if you are. Our chaosaurs stalk the road looking for an easy meal, only if someone can drive them away. I think... Oh, shoot. Those are definitely not the same enemies I was fighting earlier. That's one. I don't think I do it 100% efficiently, but this class is a lot of fun. I'm glad I picked it as my starting. And the armor you get for playing it is still probably one of the coolest ones I've seen in the game so far. Oh, I think I hit the wrong one. No, oh, I just hit the wrong button. Oh, I don't know how to get rid of that. Fuck. Okay, well. There's a viewbot ad in the chat now. Because I can't read. I don't know the difference between allow and deny. I think that's the last one. Yep. Oh, and it's on the way too. I'm glad I stayed to do that. Another big scary. Oh, what in the world? Okay, that was easy. You're nice, I'm sure. You wouldn't attack me. Let's talk to this guy. The northeast. Back that way. Things were a bit bitey for a while there, but I think we've arrived in one piece, Kupo. I wonder what has the dragon so awfully snappy. I mean, the bad ones are always bad, but they seem worse than usual. So it's definitely between this one and this one. Is this better than the one I have? No, that's... Oh, I forgot that I got that. Okay, so it's definitely not better. I think I'm gonna go with this one. Oh, that is sick. That's the same as the others. I think this is a recolor too, yeah. My favorite part about this game is getting the different outfits. We may have a small problem, Kupo. Excuse me. When the winds are high like this, Heavensward invariably abandons his lofty perch and heads to the lands below to hunt. If you tried blowing the horn now, I doubt he'd hear it. I suggest we stop at the clearing up ahead and rest until the winds die down. Whoa. Lower Skylord? Something like that as a mount would be crazy. Cause I have to beat Heavensward before I can actually get access to the mount that I want. That one's cool too. Oh, we're over here. This should do nicely, Kupo. The winds will likely have died down by tomorrow, but until then we might as well make ourselves comfortable. If we must interrupt our journey so close to its end, I suppose this place is as good as any. And mayhap a brief respite from the hardships on the road will help to clear our minds in readiness for the coming parley. Very well then, I believe a campfire is in order. Leave the gathering of fuel to me. I acquired a keen nose for firewood during my time in the frozen wastes of Kurthus. Clear our minds. 'Tis Master Alphanod whose mind needs clearing. The thought of meeting a great worm in the flesh has befuddled the boy. Did you see him stroll away as if these ruins are not crawling with deadly beasts? Follow him, Minfina, and see that the wildlife does not make a meal out of our young friend. We will have the camp ready by the time you return. I'm sure Alphino would manage. No! Get away from me. Pretty easy. We'll go over here and do the exact same thing. I hope the auto mod doesn't start allowing those messages now that I accidentally let one through. Oh, he's dead. It feels a little weird right now because I have like 3 abilities that need you to be on the flank or in the rear of your enemy, and I only have 2 true north stacks. I see I was right to worry about the boy's safety. Once Alphino returns with the wood, we can see about supper. The Ice Queen has filled a pot with what looked like stew ingredients ready for the fire. Few things compared to the simple pleasure of sitting beside a crackling campfire of one's own making. Ha! So speaks the great explorer. Until recently, you wouldn't have recognized firewood if it came with a kindling and a flint. 'Tis well you instructed me so patiently then, but yes, left to my own devices, I would have been compelled to signal to Isael with a pile of damp leaves. I was born the pampered son of a Charlian dignitary, and alongside my twin, became the youngest student ever to be accepted into the studium. How proud I was to match wits with scholars and philosophers, how ignorant of mine own shortcomings. That hubris invited manipulation and betrayal, and led to the downfall of the Scions. We all of us are guilty of similar ignorance. How many men lay down their lives never knowing what it is they fight for, never questioning that which they have been taught to believe. 'Twas only upon meeting Heavensward that I learned the truth hidden within our history. Were it not for that chance encounter, I would never have vowed to tear down the Holy See and expunge the falsehoods with which it fans the flames of conflict. I would have lived and died in ignorance. That the truth has driven me to do terrible things I can't deny, but I would rather sin in the pursuit of peace than imagine myself virtuous for perpetuating a needless war. If this journey has taught me anything, it is the importance and difficulty of holding to one's convictions in the face of failure, of striving always to replace one's ignorance with knowledge. You are well on your way, Master Alphino. At your age, I was but a fool, swinging a spear with scarcely a thought in my head. Even now I struggle to acknowledge the misconceptions under which I have labored. Sitting here, amongst these grand ruins, how can I deny that man and dragon once lived in peace? But for all that such an age existed, we are now in a time of war. Nidhogg killed my family, and no quirk of history will exonerate him. I may be ignorant of how the Dragon Song War began, but if we do not put an end to this conflict now, I can say for a certainty that it will only breed more vengeful souls such as mine. In my hands resides the power to vanquish a great worm. If Ishgard's survival rests on me wielding that power, I will slay Nidhogg myself, orders or no. Estinian, you gave your word. My word is contingent upon the success of our parley. Show me the strength of your convictions, Lady Iceheart. Convince Heavensward of the righteousness of your cause. Doubt not, but that I shall, Dragoon. Well, wind's willing, we shall have our answers on the morrow. Let us sleep now and face our fate with the rising of the sun. That was awesome. I liked that a lot. Some good, solid development right there. Okay, yeah. Definitely not gonna accept that right now. I am done for tonight. I think I'll be back day after tomorrow. If I remember correctly. And then... yeah, just keep playing then. So, I appreciate the chatting, I appreciate the watching. Thank you for following. And I will get off here and probably go watch Fate. So, bye-bye.